Welcome to Watch of the Week. This is a series of brief videos about recently introduced wristwatches. Every Monday I give you here in about 4 minutes an overview, style, specifications, price, availability, and I go from the very affordable pieces to a high end, from Alpina to Zenith. And Watch of the Week is not a commercial, I'm independent and so I can give you here independent informations. And our topic in this week is... This could be one of the most interesting watch releases this summer. Seiko wants to jump on the vintage trend, and so in May they presented a new collection of Presage watches, the Style 60s. Role model for these watches is a chronograph from 1964. This was the first chronograph made in Japan, they state. And now they didn't revive the function, but the look, with different slightly faded colors. Let's go over the basics. Automatic watch with 4 different dial colors on metal bracelets, but also on nylon. Case diameter is 41 mm, length is 47, thickness 12, and the lug width comes with 20 mm. Inside is the Seiko 4R35 automatic movement with 23 jewels, hacking seconds, and a power reserve of approximately 41 hours. Date function, crystal is a hard legs, and the watch is waterproof up to 50 meters. The price depends on your location and the version you choose, so take the 540 and 560 only as estimations, please. The watch comes with 4 different dial colors: cream, green, black and blue. And in fact the colors look vintage, very well made. The vibes are there, but they don't pop in a way which let us think about the 80s or 90s. The watch managed to combine the genres tool and dress watch. Note the elegant hands, the pure and simple second hand, the indices which look also pretty much like old ones from the 60s. You have an outer minute scale and the rather narrow bezel with another rudimentary scale for quick orientation. Overall, it looks vintagey fresh, if this is possible, but it delivers also the typical Seiko look, with the hands, the distinctive crown and the rather conservative case. Conservative but also in a way kind looking, round edges, nothing there which can ruin the seams of your trouser pockets. Also the oyster type bracelet looks confident. Nothing fancy, but this construction with those cases and bracelets are a pleasure to wear. Relatively lightweight and so very comfortable. At least it could be comfortable with a reasonable sized watch head, but are now 41 mm reasonable? I doubt it, and this is the only big minus I personally can see here. If you are used to your Seiko 5 with 38 mm or older Presages with 39, you will not be super happy with 41. And don't let ads with wrist shots confuse you. They are often photoshopped and then you see a big watch sitting comfortably on a tiny wrist. Another small minus is the rough brushing on the lugs. Looks like there went something wrong. If you compare it with the brushed bracelet, then you can spot the difference. But maybe they fixed this prior to the release. There's also a version available with an open heart, so you can see parts of the movement there. Pretty terrible in my humble opinion, but maybe other people will like it. And so overall, solid product. If you can live with the size, chances are good that you buy a hassle-free watch with a lot of potential, and at the end it could be just fun on the wrist. Availability. The Seiko Presage Style 60s should be on the market in June. They're not limited, so nobody has to rush, and it will even be possible to find those watches on the used market in a couple of weeks. By the way, people often ask if old things really look better, or is it just us? And in case of the Volkswagen bus or the VW bus, I can assure you they looked better back then. Okay, thanks for watching. My name is Tim. Let's meet here again next Monday to Watch of the Week.